in life, we like young people, we struggle a lot to make how t like we struggle a lot to make contact, and because people sometimes people don't watch your contact, and you get I don't want to do it. Just keep you push yourself in the limit. People will one day will check your channel, and they will check your what content you put it in YouTube, and they will like any places, any platform, any any website, and like anything, man. But try to focus about yourself is better for you because help your life and discover yourself. Like what you do. Don't listen to people. What do this? Don't do that. Listen to yourself because yourself is your answer. And like teen, the meaning of teenagers struggle is they put their life online because they're young, and they still figure out themselves because we don't know how we put like how we discover like how we discover and like how we start like, how we like we're still learning, and we don't know how we do it. And life is not easy because we're still in the beginning of the young youth. Like we're still in the beginning because we don't know what stuff you want, and because you still find yourself, and that's understandable because you're still young, and we know why you're young because you're in school and college or other stuff you do in your life. Because when you achieve your dream, your life will be a little bit easy. Not that easy. Not in the beginning. Your life is not that easy because you're still in the beginning. Now, when you get to achieve your dream, your life will be relaxing. You can do whatever you want. But like now, you have to listen to people what they want to tell you. But when you get your dream, go focus about your dream because your dream will stop your like you help you to move on from the situation and what happened a long time ago and 5 months ago, and like we fix everything you want. And I will say a lot of stuff in this podcast, but like it's too deep to talk about it because when next episode we'll talk about it. Like when I meant like when put the teenager put their life online, being like they post fake picture, they post the cat, the dogs, and other stuff. They post the video game, they post the music. It's like we're now in technology time. People use a lot of internet because when you have a lot of stuff, you don't know what you want to do outside. The phone is like a outside world because you can check everybody how they doing on other website, other everything. They put their life, like the content creator, they will put their life there because they want to watch the video because you enjoy the video. Sometimes I like to put in like to put comic or like you like to put other stuff in YouTube because it's help your content move on up. Like when you have your dream continue there like to the future. I mean like you shift your dream to the future because there's a lot of stuff to talk about it and how you get your dream from the beginning to the end because like anything have end because you start there and come there because everything have end, and God will help you and will tell you how you move on forward from the old stuff, and God will tell you a lot of stuff, but like God will tell you to move on from these people. They mess your life before, but like now, just keep it that way. Now let's go talk about something else. Like sometimes when you play video game, like sometimes when you play video game, it's like take your mind away from reality because sometimes help you to think and make you creative because sometimes you think about writing something when you play video game and see people playing video game, you make think let's go write a story. But the only people like to be creative. Like not everybody want to be creative because sometimes people want to be creative because it's hard to be creative to shift that level because we're in the beginning and we're explaining more in the more in the next second episode and third episode and fourth episode, and we do a lot of stuff and we explain more for your life. And like the meaning of TH company entertainment is like we try to entertain young people. Like we trying to continue me trying like how life is, because I like to rap like this way because it's nobody talk about teenager before in music. Sometimes people talk about it, like not too much like me, because teenagers they are creative and they like to open mind and they wanna think, they wanna be interested, like they want to be like a lot of stuff that they're curious and they want to know about the world, because we're still young, we don't know about the world, but we need to explore more because we have internet, we can access a lot of website to research about a lot of stuff we want, and like that way we can know what the world is about and what happened in the past, what happened now. Like we multiply together, and we will change them people life. Like the next subject here, we're talking about why, like when you drink water, like you drink water, your mind will be good for you because explain a lot of stuff for your life. Like when you drink a lot of water, like your body will be have a lot of energy. Like you feel like you have a lot of energy. Like you drink some sugar or something like that. But water is not have any sugar. Just water is like help you to breathe when you don't have any breath, because water have a lot of oxygen in it, and like explain like, I try to make sense with water for me and for other people, but that's it. The next subject is about sport. Like like sport is important to a teenager because your body young. You don't want to get sick or you don't want to get any disease in your body. Sport is important for you. Will help you a lot. Welcome to the TH Company podcast. The first episode name, the intro of the podcast, my music, teenager, and talk about teenager life and gaming. Welcome to my new podcast on YouTube. Today today we'll talk about how podcasts work. In this podcast, I will I will play some music I will put some music in this podcast to make it cooler, to make it creative to us, and talk about teenager life. Like when I say like why I want to talk about teenager life, I mean like how this young people will change this world, but we don't know how we change it because we're still learning and we're still focusing about the school and work, making money here and making money that, and we can change the reality of this for this life. And today we talk about more about teenager later in the podcast, because today we're just talking about how the podcast work, and like talking about reviewing my music and reviewing my album, like because I will put some song in this from the album, and I did it like I put it last Friday, and we talk about more in my music too. Like in teenager life, we struggle a lot to get to the dream, because we start from nothing and we go and we get what you want. Like we get try what you want. We get what you want. Like and we talk about a lot of stuff in this podcast, and this is the first episode in this podcast. Yes, and this the channel name is Sid the Rapper Company second, and we will explain more about it in because I dropped two videos in this second channel, and this will be in the second channel too. The first episode like the first episodes, and we will do more. We we will do more about it next time. When I meant the teenagers struggle a lot because we have challenges in the life, like we have a lot of challenge, and we try to get away from it, and we try like to move from the past from the present to the past, like because you try. Sometimes when you play sport, like your body will be fresh, and like when you get like you do sport for 5 hours, you get tired and you want to relax. Like you felt you don't want to play video game. Just let's go relax, watch some YouTube video or like watch movies or relax and drink some water. Like a lot of stuff like help your body to relax because this is my experience. But I want to tell you something. Like sport is better for you because it's better for you. Like that's it. Some people don't like to drink water because they're not used to it. I know why they're not used to it because, like me, I used to drink a lot of water because I like to drink water. Like that's it. After you play sport, you need like after you need sport, you need the water, like stuff fresh your body from the sweat you have, and like help a lot your mind away and like make your body think about a lot of stuff in your life. Like will help you a lot in a lot of way. Like can to push you away from the bad mood and like take you away like after you drink water, do whatever you want, read books or write story or do whatever you want. But like this is your life, and but just I'm telling you how I feel about sport, and that's it. In this podcast, we'll explain more about the meaning of TH entertainment because entertainment is not only music or movies. It can be a podcast, books, be outside walking, talking with your friends. All that is a circle of entertainment. Like all the circle of entertainment, and like help a lot of people to be in the podcast. Like just this the beginning of the podcast. Like this like the first episodes like how I feel about TH Entertainment and this podcast because this is my first podcast about TH Company. I did a podcast about story and I stopped a little bit because like it's sometimes it's hard to read your story because like sometimes your story is not make any sense, but like sometimes just write whatever you want. Like that's it. I want to be like podcast is help people to speak because podcasts feel like you speaking with someone outside your house. Like it's not about content or anything. Just it's about explain like you get information about like information about the podcast. Like there's a lot of stuff to do there. Like it's explaining more about the podcast and that's it. Like when when you do podcast sometime with your friends because you have three like you have like people to speak, but you by yourself like you get like you felt like you need some water. Like there's a lot of speaking in it and a lot of stuff to do about it, man. Just like podcast is not easy job and not easy to speak because sometimes you forget what stuff you want to say because it's it's embarrassing. Like when you say a lot of stuff there, like there's a lot of stuff to do there in podcast. Let's go move to the next subject. Sometimes I'll talk about that in a few minutes ago. Like game can take your mind away from reality. Like that meaning is like when you play a video game by yourself, nobody with you, nobody bother you, nobody try to close your TV or something. Like let's not talk about that now. Like like when you play by yourself, like the video game take your mind away from reality. Like forget the news, forget what happened outside, forget what is what's going on outside. Just focus about like feel like you can focus about yourself more. Like stay focused. Like help can stay focused, and that's is a better for you because stay focused is a lot of stuff to do. And let me tell you about like the stories what like when you play video game with your controller, PS4, Xbox, all that console stuff. Like a lot of stuff to do there, man. Like it's a lot of work to do. It, like like you play FIFA sometime. Like FIFA is very entertainment too. Like FIFA is just not just score a goal and win. Like make you entertain. You feel like you feel like you're playing reality, like you felt like you're playing virtual reality, like you be in the state, like you feel like you're in a coach, like coaching people, like score this, buy this player, and do that. I like FIFA is like there's a lot of work. Like FIFA is like the people working FIFA game, they work hard to get they to make the game good for other people to play it and enjoyable for people. And like when you play video game with your friends, sometimes it's entertainment too, but like by yourself, like do a mission yourself, like because sometimes people mess with what you're doing. Because sometimes one player, like you play it by yourself, sometimes like people mess your character, like make you do wrong stuff. Sometimes you don't want to go this way, but they want to go different way. But like there's a lot of stuff to do in life, and like I'm trying like to be a best I can to be a best creativity, and like I'm trying to be a better what I can, and like reality is reality, game is games, life is life, and the same like because life is a life. Like well, sometimes in my music, sometimes I speak about reality because we're in reality, and people sometimes struggle to be in reality because sometimes they have two lives. Sometimes they have to be in their dreams. Sometimes they be like somewhere else, and they think about something else, but they forget in this reality is reality. Nobody can kick you out from it. Only you can kick yourself from it. But you want to stay for it. Stay focused. It's better for you to stay focused because we remember reality is because remember what is human is like reality is the is the equal like is the answer of humanity, and like talking about other stuff life or like sometimes people try to be a best in video game, but like they are best, but like they want to move on from the other stuff. Like there's a lot of work to doing to be a best player or like to be a like video game player because there's a lot of work to do. And like when you stream your dream, like a child, like you do whatever you can and talk about reality with your friends and explain like and like sometimes it's hard to make friends because people still not know you and you're scared from people. Like some people some people try to scare you because they already successful, but they want other people to be successful because we will take their place. And as we talk about next stuff in next episodes about success, and episode one is in here. Yalla, I was in here. Sit the rapper. The name of the song, my first song. Let's go. The name of the album, the idea of TH Company. Let's go. Presented by TH Entertainment. Presented by TH Company Entertainment. Let's go here right now. Here right now. My first song name is Baby Don't Stop Every Time. I made it back in 2016. This song I show it to my school. They got surprised because the first time they showed it. Let's go hit it right now. Oh, money cash in the city like a woo. My body in the cash in the blue. My body in the body like blue. And I cash in the head like do. Like a freestyle never like blue. My body in the cash like blue. And I cash in the head like do. And the body in the what cash in the body. Making the body. Here's a tsunami. Body in the cash.